in the backyard, and I'm going to be showing you a few different ways to easily pull some weeds from your garden. The first thing you'll want to do is make sure you have all of the tools that you'll need. Here's a weed poker thing, and here's a little spade or shovel thing. And of course, you're going to need your hands. Also, if you're going to be working with spiky weeds or poison ivy, something along those lines, you're going to want to make sure you have a pair of gloves. But today I won't be working with those things, so I won't be using them. Sure, your garden might look great now, but there are weeds hiding in there, making it look bad and taking nutrients from the plants you actually do want. The first step is to find the weeds that you're going to pull. First, I'll start by showing you how to pull a weed just with your hands. You're going to go down to the bottom of the weed as close as you can to the dirt. Give it a good pinch between your pointer finger and your thumb. Pinch at the bottom and pull it on out. There you have most of the weed, but you can see not much of the root. Eventually, this weed will grow back. Now, I'm going to show you another more effective method using the weed poker tool. Here it is. First, I'm going to grab the weed at the base, just like I did when I was only using my fingers. Then, I'm going to take the weed poker tool, put it at the base of the plant, and thrust into the dirt, pulling the weed out. You can see this time, there's more root left on the weed, thus it is less likely to grow back. This time, I'll show you how to remove a weed using a small spade or shovel. Again, you're going to grab the plant as close to the ground as you can, grab the weed, then take your shovel and at the base of the weed push down as much as you can, lift the dirt and pull the weed out. Sometimes you'll find vines and weeds growing along the ground that don't really need any tools other than your hands. Those you can go ahead and just get a good grip on and rip them right out and keep going until they're all gone. I'll show you. These are chives. These are plants that I want in my garden. These are not. These are a weed that will crawl all over the garden if I let them. Simply, since they're a vine and I don't know exactly where they're coming from, I'm going to grab as much as I can, pull. And I'm just going to keep pulling and pulling until they're completely gone. Now you can see left in this area is just the chives that I wanted and no other weeds or vines creeping along, taking up their water, nutrients, or sunlight. This looks great. In this section of the garden, you can see that I have some basil, lettuce, tomatoes, there's also marigolds, and some lavender. Those are all things that I do want. But you can also see here, there's a clump of weeds that I don't want, because again, they take water and nutrients from the plants that I do like. Sometimes, if I can't get a good pinch, or if there's a cluster growing like this, I'll simply use my whole hand and pull it out. For example, much better. So I hope you've enjoyed our weed pulling tutorial and that you find it useful. Also, don't forget, it's not so important how you get the weeds out of the ground, it's just that you get them out of the ground. Sometimes you might need to pull them more often and sometimes not so much. So feel free to get creative and try out some ideas of your own. Happy weed pulling!